Happy Sunday. Happy fun day. I hope you're all having a great Sunday. Just wanted to come on here today for a few minutes and thank God and thank Jesus and thank Elizabeth Pasongpong for helping me out to get my airline ticket last night when the price dropped. And there was only one left at that price uh, to get to Kalispell, Montana. As you can see in the comments, I'm updating Facebook right now. I still need some help to get to Montana. Elizabeth took money from her down payment for her house to lock that ticket in for me, which is really important, really great of her. She's helped me out a lot. A lot of other sub-2 students have helped me out as well. Um, let me just do my little sharing here. I'm only going to be on here for like 28 minutes. We have the community camp Zoom today with Pace and Vina, and we're going to be going over the itinerary. We're going to what to bring, what not to bring. So I'm really excited about that. But I went and got a W-2 on Friday. I had a really good start, but I'm not going to see but like $150 next Friday, and I won't see anything from the other check until the Friday after that. It's $400 a week plus my commissions. I got a sale in the second phone call, so I'm doing everything I can. I mean, I didn't expect to get all delayed in New Jersey and you burn up a bunch of money there. So it kind of got a little messed up there. Let me just do my sharing here real quick. So I'm also, in the meantime, I'm trying to do all this, get to Montana, start this new job, take over this house subject to at the same time, and convert it to a pad split. It is far harder than Pace made it sound. He said, just jump in and do it. And that's what Ella Ray, my TC, said. She said, if you don't jump now, when are you going to jump, right? So I'm jumping head first into this house. But every day something else comes up. I found out I might need an engineer today. I need tree work. There's so many other little things. In order to get the private money loan, I need to present everything costs on everything, the permits, the need to stock it up for pad split. They have all the items that you need on the website: the desks, the chairs, the lamps, the wall art, stuff that you need to set up your pad split. I had a virtual contractor today. She quoted me $85,000 to $100,000. Now that's way more than everybody I talked to at the meetup at last Tuesday with Cleisha Carter and RPM with David Braun and Rendon. It's a sub-2 RPM meetup every second Tuesday at Indian Rocks Beach in St. Petersburg. Well, it's Indian Rocks Beach, but Pinellas County here. So that was an eye-opening experience today. Every day I'm learning something about this process, and there's a lot that goes into this process. And I'm making mistakes, failing forward, failing faster, but I don't want to make all these mistakes. I mean, I have to make these mistakes, but I want to have controlled mistakes. I don't want to screw anything up really. So I reached out to Keegan Yonkin, and he's a sub-2 student I met Tuesday. I met his partner inadvertently Friday morning at Crunch Fitness. Keegan's doing some pad split here right now. He's in St. Petersburg. He knows the permitting process. He knows a bunch of stuff. He's going to come over and walk through the property with me Tuesday morning and give me some ideas with the contractors that he's used from pad split. He said 85,000. That's crazy. But I have already offered this the opportunity for um, to be my private money lender, Julie Burkhart, and I want to get her some numbers so she can either decide yes or no. Um, so I'm right there doing that. Let me share this here in my groups. But in the meantime, I'm still trying to pay my, because this is only going to work if I'm paying my rent, and because my rent is part of the income every month, and the other two tenants. So it's going to be really tight. That's why I got 2 months of no payments with the seller, so we can get the couple of the rooms converted, like at least the living room, put up 2 walls in there and put an extra bedroom. That's extra $1,000 a month. And I've done some research in the neighborhood. There's people paying as much as $300 a week in this neighborhood. So it is a great opportunity, but it comes with a lot of challenges. Let me share my Facebook sharing. So I need some more help to get to Kalispell. The links are in there. The GoFundMe, my Cash App, my Venmo. I got Elizabeth needs that money back. She got the hotel room. She helped me get that ticket last night at $8.59 instead of $9.97 or $9.79 when it dropped, and it was the last one. Otherwise, I'd have to go to like Orlando first to get on a flight. Like all the flights to Kalispell from Tampa are booked. I had to take a leave on the 31st instead of Sunday because that's like $2,000 for that round trip. So this one, $8.59. I don't end up getting back till August 1st because I got like a 7-hour layover in Philadelphia. Hopefully, no cancellations like in New Jersey. All those flights. Let me share this real quick. So I'm asking for one more bit of help to get me there, just so I have some money to eat, any emergency money, because every bit of my pennies is going to pay the existing bills I've had. I've cut off all my other little apps and everything. All I'm paying is my StreamYard, my Prime Corporate Services. I got PropStream to refund me because I'm using my friend Tigger's PropStream. I quit paying on YouTube. I had like a bunch of little apps like Captions app, Telegram, a few little other apps that I don't need to be spending money on because it's tight right now. And I'm doing the best that I can with what I can. Don't want to do Gator method. So it's like literally I have like $10 on my pocket right now. My rent's paid until Friday, and I got to come up with that rent right now. But I had to get that flight locked in because this is one life-changing event for me. That all the 7 things I've gone through in the last 17 months, it validates that I made the right decision in going down this path 17 months ago. What was this? Off-market private group. Oops, I might have shared twice to some places, but we didn't mean to. And one of the other things about doing all this, I get so many people asking me for help right now. When I need help, they're not asking for money. They're want help with like being a gator, stuff like that. Help them with direct to agent, which I'm still going to be doing my podcast Monday through Friday, 12:30. I made a deal with the guy that hired me that I can use. It's a phone room, so they got Wi-Fi, and they have a whole bunch of office space that isn't occupied right now. It's like set up for like 100 people, but they only got like 15 in there working. So I can still do my podcast instead of taking 2 15-minute lunches and a 30-minute. I asked them for an hour from 12:15 to 1:15. During that 45 minutes, I'll be on there I'm going to go over every day what's going on I'll be following up with agents. I'll be also talking about the subject to and converting the house to pad split, trying to help people in their journey with the mistakes that I'm going to be making and learning from. And all this comes from being a sub 2 student, being part of this community. And that's why it's so important for me to go and thank Pace and Vina and Abraham for all they've done for me on my journey by showing up to this event. And it, I can't underestimate or how important this has. It saved my life, this community. Um, and all the love and encouragement and people telling me to keep doing my podcast, keep doing what I'm doing, because it is impacting people's lives. People's lives are changing because of what I do. Um, Even if it's just a little bit, I'm grateful. Um, I'm like literally like shaking thinking about it as I'm sharing this with all these groups I'm in. Um, there, finally done. So like there's so many learning experiences here, so many people I can help with what I do, with all the things I go through, and being honest, and all the challenges. I mean, I don't just share the good stuff, and whether it's my Facebook and Instagram stories that I post like all the time on, which yesterday they all got messed up. I walked around downtown St. Pete last night. It's really beautiful there. I mean, really happy in this area. I still miss Las Vegas and the 115 degrees, but that's I'm meant to be here right now. Um, and I'm looking forward to, if Julie doesn't want to be the private money lender on this. I have other people that want to, like Keegan wants to be a partner. Keegan and Carter, that's him and his partner. I would lean toward that because inevitably I'm going to mess something up, and it might be a really costly mess up if I don't have guidance or foresight into what I'm doing, because I've never done a rehab. I've never even bought a house subject to by myself. My first deal came with Sam Singh and Cody Rose. I got it to them, and I pretty much closed the agent myself on it, but Sam and Cody still had to write the LOI, send out the contract, get the earnest money deposit, get the transactional coordinator, have the money to pay the closing costs, and give money to the seller. That's all things I didn't have, but I learned. And this is what I'm doing right now. I don't have the private money to do this. I don't have the money for the EMD. My friend Tigger, my partner, best friend, one of my two best friends, Elizabeth and Tigger, she's going to the community camp. Thank God Pace picked her, because it was a tough choice for me. Was I going to take Tigger or was I going to take Elizabeth? And I got to take Elizabeth, my best friend, and my other best friend, Tigger. I can't call her my sub 2 mom anymore because I'm actually older than she is, I think. But it's just, see, when I haven't grown for all those decades emotionally and mentally, and when you were on drugs for all those years, you don't grow. So I don't feel like I'm my age because I'm learning how to grow in life again. That all the growing, all the stuff I didn't do for all those decades. So all of this is a new experience to me. And so I'm so grateful even to have the opportunity to ask for help. If people don't, they don't. I understand. I've asked for a lot of help in the past, and I've gotten so much help to get me here. I mean, I couldn't be sitting here right now without this community. I wouldn't be going to community camp without this community. I wouldn't be part of the Dealmaker Wealth Society with Carl, Abraham, and Chris Moore. I mean, thank you, Abraham and Donna, for allowing me to be part of their family. Like, I'm literally spend the whole weekend with Donna and her kids, and Abraham. Well, Abraham's super busy, but I feel like I'm part of their family. What's that? Well, just have to take action and jump in, like we were talking about. You got to rely on the community, Francis, and that was the one thing I didn't really get to go over on the phone call with you when we were talking. But you have to get involved in the Gator community. You have to make friends with other Gators. I'm technically a Gator, but I've never done a Gator deal. I don't have my business credit set up because I could never afford to get it set up. because that it takes work, and you have to do those steps. You have to, listen to what Prime Corporate Services, you just. But the biggest thing is taking action and starting and getting involved. We got like 14 minutes left. I don't want to ever have to ever ask anybody for help again, but I hope I don't, like, financially. I'm gonna the only next event after this is, which I'm not gonna need help for because I live here in Florida, is going to Disney for the Sub 2 meetup in October, and then I have the Deal Maker in Scottsdale in November. There's something, and then Hawaii in December. But I'm gonna be getting some more deals. We're gonna have this place converted by then, and it's gonna be cash flowing by then, and I'm gonna get more deals. I got, just relying on the community, and being active, taking action, making mistakes and learning, and then giving away what I learned. That's one of the biggest benefits when I do this podcast is I make mistakes on here all the time, especially when I'm calling agents. I get to learn and give it away so other people can learn. And that's what Pace said. I remember that early on in the Gator training last year when I became a first Gator. He said, you got to take action. You have to make mistakes, fail forward, and then you have to give away what you learn. That's the only way you're going to truly learn and help other people. So that's part of the reason why I do this too. And it keeps me accountable. This sharing my life like this is an accountability for me, because if you see me disappear for like 5 days, something happened, something wrong. I probably relapsed or something. That's why I'm here. That's why I want to make sure everybody keeps seeing me. So I don't want to let anybody down, anybody that's helped me. They say you got to join AA or NA. I didn't do any of that, but I didn't join this community either. I didn't even know what this community was about at the time. I didn't even realize how important the community was. So a couple months in, it's a lot of people that go down this road with the YouTube, joining other groups like Astro, Jerry Norton's, Venus group. I can't emphasize the importance enough of the community, whether you're JVing or learning or you're, whatever you're doing, do it with the community. Reach out to others, help other people, ask for help, squad up with people, be active in the comments, be active in Facebook and Instagram. Make sure you're known with other people so they will help you, and be honest. There's so many little things that go along this journey. And I'm just so grateful to go to the community camp. I mean, there were so many people that deserve to go, thousands and thousands of people, but my journey has gone only like this. God just keeps blessing me because I put God first in everything. And actually, and I say that it's really hard. As soon as I woke up today, when I did wake up, I slept in because I had a really good night last night, walking around downtown St. Pete and enjoying the city that I'm calling home now. You got to put God first. I didn't even open up my Bible app today yet, but I've been talking about putting God first. Sometimes it's hard, but you always have to remember to do that, because I couldn't have done any of this without asking God for all the new friends and family that He gave me with Sub 2. 17 months ago on the 13th, it was 3 days ago. Here's my 17, my angel numbers. If you know anything about me, 717, any combinations of sevens. I had a thing on my Facebook the other day. Followers was 7,717. I go from zero last May 31st last year. I had 0 followers and only 235 friends on Facebook. Now I have like 4,340 friends. 7,740 friends. Just since that, I just added like 20 followers. It's crazy how things are growing. The Gator Lending Las Vegas, which I wasn't supposed to make because the lending was supposed to be method, but I could never delete it, is growing on its own. There's people doing deals in there because I made that. And now we have the Gator Elite with actual Gator lending. So it all worked out in the end. My partner Tigger, if you guys need some Gator, or there's Julie. Francis is a new Gator. She'd like to do some loans, but she needs to squad up with people. So reach out to Francis here. She's in the comments. And here's Julie, who I was talking about. Julie has been a guiding light for me in my sub 2 journey. She's been somebody that I've learned from, admired, respected, cried on her shoulder. I'm not going to get emotional today. But I'm learning everything every day. It's always a new learning experience. And I wouldn't trade this for the world. Thanks, Julie. But we got about 8 minutes here. I got to get in that Zoom with Pace and Vina. I don't know if Jerry's going to be there. I hope Jamil's in there, but we're going to go over the itinerary for the community camp, things what to bring. Like everybody's talking about bringing a bear spray. I know Julie lives up in Idaho there. You don't need bear spray if everybody else is carrying bear spray. And there's going to be so many people around, the bears ain't going to come around because of all that noise. Unless you go off hiking out in the Glacier National Park by yourself on some trail, you're not going to need the bear spray. You might need some bug repellent, but probably not even that either. It's not that bad, but if you're a city slicker, I worked in national parks. Part of the time that I ran across, yeah, it's like Julie said, oh geez, you don't need bear spray. I'll tell them when I see them. But when I used to run away for decades, I left Chicago like 4 times. I lived all over this country trying to escape drugs. I found drugs in the middle of Yellowstone National Park, but I didn't need any bear spray then. I had some bear spray, but I never used it. Like all these national parks that I've worked at or lived in, I tried escaping for decades. I mean, I tried running to different cities. I left Chicago, lived in Gatlinburg, Tampa, Daytona. Well, actually, Tarpon Springs, Ormond Beach, Houston, Bryce Canyon, Southern Utah. I worked at Bryce Canyon for a summer. Yellowstone National Park. I worked there. Grand Tetons, Mount Shasta in Redding, California. I went to Seattle, Reno, Lake Tahoe, Tucson, 4 times in Vegas, Los Angeles, New Philadelphia, Ohio. And then I was here again in Tarpon Springs, Bradenton. Now I'm in St. Petersburg. I'm not running anymore because I left the Valley for Vegas and left all that behind me last year. I still love Vegas, but I tried running from it all over the country. I tried. And it might be bear sized. Yes, all us city people. Yeah, I remember when I went to Tucson, we're riding horsebacks out in the desert, a sunrise horseback ride. I wore shorts, and I don't know, I brushed against some bush that had like little razor blades on it. My leg had like slices in it, and it was bleeding. And I yelled to the cowboy, I was like, "Hey, Curly, got a problem back here." He's like, "What?" I go, "I'm bleeding." He goes, "Are you bleeding from your heart?" I was like, "Nope." He says, "You city slickers only wear shorts out here one time." He goes, "You'll be fine." I had to ride the rest of the hour and a half with blood dripping down my leg in the desert. Yeah, don't wear shorts out in the desert on a horseback ride, brushing against all kinds of cactus and stuff. Might want to wear some jeans for that. But I've had a lot of experiences. A lot of them turned out into amazing opportunities that I wrecked because of drugs in the past. But this opportunity is unlike any other for me. Like Joel Shipley said yesterday to me, said, because you're going to meet somebody there at that event that's going to change your life, make you millions and millions of dollars by just getting to know a person at this event. There's so many incredible high level people. I mean, look at these people right behind me. And then all the people that they invited, other people that they're going to bring their guests. Yeah, I'm just grateful to be here. But I got to go get on that Zoom. So thank you, everybody. Please, like I said, I'm working a W-2, riding a bus 4 hours a day to work 8 hours to do my part. I'm failing forward on buying this house, subject to lot to learn. Julie, I'm going to text you later. I just need a little bit of help to have emergency money and some food money in Montana, and rent this week. I had to get that ticket last night before it went up again and before it sold out, because then I would have to go to Orlando or Fort Myers or something to take a plane to get to another destination to get to Montana. So thank you, Elizabeth P, for doing it. I got to help her back, but she got the Red Lion for us. She got that. She needs that money. The $650 she gave me last night as a down payment for her house. She's got to have $50,000, and she's running right on the border too. But she wouldn't miss this event. I wouldn't miss this event. I get to bring my best friend, and then my other second best friend, and besides Julie, is Tigger. I get to go see my friend Tigger, who I met that day in Springfield when I went Pace, when I joined Sub 2 November 7th last year. I'm just really grateful. Thank you so much, Vina Jetty. Thank you, Pace, Jerry, Abraham, Molly, Jamil, Cody, and Henry Washington. I can't wait to see all of you guys there. I can't wait to see everybody else there. But I'm about to go get in this Zoom. And thank you so much, everybody. And thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God. I'm so grateful. Thank you for bringing me the greatest community on earth as my new friends and family. Oh, I'll see you later. Bye, guys. Have a great night. Thanks for watching.